Hi, and welcome to Senior Moments. This is a show all about senior living here in Cleveland County and the surrounding area. I'm Jackie Sibley Newton, your host. This is a broadcast service of Cleveland Community College on C19.TV and also on Spectrum Cable. We hope that you share that link, C19.TV, with friends and family who may be not in this area so that they can also see the information and get this great information about senior living and all of the resources that are available. Today's guest is Amber Lowry with the Senior, I forgot the name all of a sudden, Life Enrichment Center.
Yes.
And we are so blessed here in Cleveland County to have not one but two Life Enrichment Centers.
Yes, that's
and a
correct.
lot of places don't even have a senior living place like that at all. Like there is not a resource like that at all in existence.
Right.
But to have something of that nature and to have two different locations is just unreal. But we are so blessed here in Cleveland County to have a Life Enrichment Center. So tell me a little bit about the Life Enrichment Center. What services are offered at the center?
So we are an adult day care center. So we offer adult day support for any adult. When we initially started, we were just for seniors. Now we are 18 years and older. So we do serve any adult 18 years and older, regardless of disability, diagnosis, financial level. And right now at both of our centers, we're averaging about half and half of our older adult seniors and our younger adult participants.
I have forgotten that you do offer that for any age over 18 now, as long as
Yes.
they're an adult. If there is a disability and they need that adult daycare.
Yes,
I
and
forgot about that.
that is one thing that I'm learning as I am evolving in my position and doing more out in the community, is that there are adult daycare centers in other counties, but they're not adult daycare centers that mingle the population. So it's either or. And so that's something that we really take pride in, is that we are able to bring all adults together under one roof.
And how does that work with those different ages and different abilities and different needs? How does that work in those centers?
We do have, at each center, we have 2 separate program areas. Not to say that they don't mingle, because they do. First thing of the morning, they're all together for the start of breakfast and the start of the day. And then at the end of the day, at the end of the afternoon, they come back together. So we do have quite a few times during the day that everyone is together. But during the bulk of the day, we do have 2 separate program areas. They have nicknames. So in Shelby, at the Shelby Center, it's Garden Side and Cedar Side. I'm not sure what the cedar side is, except maybe we used to have cedar trees on that side. I'm not sure. But then, so the activities and the programs and just the energy on each side is more for the participant that we're serving.
Okay.
So on the younger adult side, it's normally a little louder. They have more popular music going. The energy level is a lot higher. The programs and activities that they do are more geared towards their age range. Whereas on the older adult side, It's more laid back, it's a little softer music, it's not quite as stimulating, and the activities and programs that they do are geared towards that age group.
Okay.
As far as abilities, we don't separate any of the participants based on their abilities. Everybody is together on their side. So if it's someone who's in a wheelchair, they're doing all of the activities and programs that someone who is up walking around independently.
Okay.
We don't separate out because of their ability or lack of ability.
So everybody has the equal opportunity.
Absolutely.
It's just there's assistance there based on what they need.
Yes, 100%.
And you mentioned breakfast, so meals are provided. What meals are provided during the day?
We have a home cooked breakfast that our staff do every morning. The staff person that opens the centers each day, they prepare the breakfast. And it's different things, pancakes, waffles, biscuits and gravy, omelets. Sometimes it's different stuff every day. And then, we have lunch. We have a chef who prepares the lunch meals for both centers, and then we have snack every afternoon.
Wow.
Yeah.
And all of that's provided every day that they're there, and you're open 5 days a week?
We are open Monday through Friday. Our Shelby Center is open 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Our Kings Mountain Center, they're open at 5:30 a.m., but they still close at 6 p.m.
Okay. All right. Now, if someone is using the Life Enrichment Center services, how do they go about getting their loved one there? Do they provide the transportation and they just pull up and they get them out? How does that work when you arrive?
It depends on what the individual needs or what the family wants or what the caregiver wants. To get them there, we do have a contract with a public transportation service. We do utilize other public transportation services in the county. So they could utilize those services. Their families certainly can bring them. A lot of our folks, their families do bring them, or their caregivers bring them.
Okay.
So they pull up. Some folks escort their loved one in. Some folks don't. It depends on
What's needed.
What's needed. The participants are greeted once they come in, and the staff take over from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is excellent. And to get signed up to be part of the Life Enrichment Center, how does one go about that?
So we have what we call a trial visit. And when someone calls our center, whether it's a loved one, a guardian, a caregiver, whomever, we go through over the phone what we call a first inquiry. And it's just basic information for us so that we know more about the person that they are seeking care for. And so most people, when they call and they're wanting some information, they're pretty already determined that they want to give it a try, or at least see a little bit more about it. So sometimes families or caregivers will want to come in and do a tour first, but most of the time they go straight into scheduling a trial visit. And so what that is, it's a free first visit. It is for a 4-hour time period to where the family or caregivers bring the loved one or the participant in. The participant is then paired with a staff, and we call the staff person for the day a special friend, because they really just give them all of their attention. They're with them for the whole day to make sure that they're acclimated and engaged and having a good time. If they need any help with anything, they're the ones there to help them. So we assign the participant with a special friend. The family typically meets and does a little bit of just overview of the service and, just
Okay.
information. After the trial visit time period, there are some discussions with the family, just the financial obligation if they were to decide to bring them as a participant, but nothing is set in stone. You could do a trial visit today and not be ready for the service, for days, weeks, months,
Okay.
what have you. So just because you do the trial visit doesn't mean that you're obligated to sign up.
Okay.
It's just an opportunity
To
for
see
the
what it
participant
is, to get a feel
yeah,
for it.
to
see
get
if
a
it's
feel
good
for
fit.
it, see what everything will entail, and then the family or caregiver has to decide if it fits. And
Now, is there a limit? Do people have to say, I'm going to come 2 days a week, or I'm going to come 5 days a week, or I just want 1 day a week?
there is not a limit. It is completely up to the individuals.
Okay.
We do have quite a few who are 5-day-a-week participants, but we have some that are just 1 or 2 days a week. It really and truly is based on what the family or the caregivers need.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it's just a caregiver needs a day.
Yes.
I'm going to clean my house this day. This is the day
Right.
I'm going to set all my
They just
doctor's
need a break.
appointments. This is the day.
Yes.
Or sometimes they work.
That's right,
And
yeah.
I've got to be able to go to work during the week, and I've got to have somebody to watch mom or,
Yes,
or my
absolutely.
brother, whoever they're caring for. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, are you limited to how many participants you can have at a time? Are you is there a waiting list, or you're able to just take everybody every time they call?
That would be the dream.
That would be
right?
wonderful, wouldn't it?
No limit, take everybody every time. We do, of course, have our building capacity, which I believe in Shelby is 170. Kings Mountain, their limit is a little bit lower. I just can't remember exactly what theirs is. But then we also have our ratio that we have to adhere to for staff to participant ratio.
Right.
So that is 1 to 5, so one staff to 5 participants. So we do have to be mindful of that. If we're having a staff shortage, we can't have 170 people.
Obviously, right.
So we do have to look at those things. As far as a waiting list, right now, especially our Kings Mountain Center, we have I'm going to say the majority of our participants in Kings Mountain are very heavy care or total care even. And so we do have a waiting list for the Kings Mountain Center, and I expect that we will have it for a little while for folks who require heavy care or total
Right.
care.
Okay.
Meaning they're not ambulatory, they need assistance with all of
their daily
all of their
living.
daily living.
Okay.
Yes. Shelby, we have a waiting list there as well. But I don't expect for it to last as long as the Kings Mountain's waiting list.
So it's good to get on that waiting list. If you
Absolutely.
think you're going to
Yes.
need these services,
Yes.
go ahead and get on there so that the next opening, you could say, okay, yeah, we're ready.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, we're going to take a quick break.
Okay.
And then we'll be back to learn more about the Life Enrichment Center.
I am Noel T. Manning II, hanging out with Principal Ed Rooney over there. Principal Rooney, how are you?
It's a human-fish hybrid. And
Sounds delicious.
oh man, dude. Yes.
You know, I knew he was just one step away from that for a while.
Let
now.
this wild Wookiee treatment give you the wavy mane that would make Nobby jealous.
They're talking about Uncle Festus. Was it
No,
Uncle?
Festus was on Gunsmoke. Fester was on the Addams Family.
That's one. Rock.
Well, I think you spoke too soon. I'm not drunk.
I'll pray for you. I know people.
She gets her hair from her mom, her eyes from her dad, and her drugs from her home medicine cabinet. Fact: more people die from drug overdoses than from car crashes or gun violence. And over 50% of those deaths are from prescription drugs. Prescription drug abuse is preventable. 1. Secure and take regular inventory of our medications. 2. Dispose of unused or expired medications. 3. Share this message with others. Be aware, don't share, lock your meds.
Welcome back to Senior Moments. I'm Jackie Sibley Newton, your host, and we've been talking with Amber Lowry of the Life Enrichment Center. Got it right that time. Now, the Life Enrichment Center offers a variety of care for individuals who need assistance during the day. Tell me a little bit about what's a typical day at the Life Enrichment Center?
Every day is definitely going to be different, but for the most part, we have programs and activities all throughout the day. What that is exactly is going to differ day to day, but we start our day out with just some simple programming, like we read the newspaper or we talk about current events or whatever's happening locally. Because typically first thing of a morning, it's a very small group that we have there. Starting around probably 8 o'clock is when people
Gets
start
bumped
really
up.
coming in. We have breakfast every morning at 8:30. Then we always have a morning program. Now this can be something that the staff have planned and have came up with, or it can be someone from the community that comes in and does a program. For example, people who play music, they may come in and do like a little concert, or do a singing program, karaoke even. Both centers love that. We'll have folks come in and do like devotions or like a Bible study class, arts and crafts, of course, bingo, so all kinds of things. Anything you can think of that you yourself would like to go out in the public and do, we try to bring in. Because most of our folks, they're not really able to go out. Some not at all, some just,
Right.
Not as much as they used to, or where they can go is limited. So we try to bring everything we can in.
Right.
So we always have a morning program. I do know this morning at the Shelby Center, we had a small group of ladies who was making some dessert. Fruit fluff is what I'm told it was called. So they were doing that.
And I know we had a lunch and they had made the dessert for that lunch, banana
Yes,
pudding for
banana
that
pudding,
lunch at some point.
yes,
So they
yes.
do some cooking.
They
so
do.
that's
They
great.
love cooking programs. So we do that in the morning. We have lunch at 12. Every day after lunch, we have a 30-minute relaxation period. And other than that 30 minutes, we are busy.
They're up and
we're
going.
up, we're going. we're socializing, everybody's very stimulated, but we do have that 30-minute relaxation period. Then we have exercise every day at 2. That lasts for 30 minutes every day. What they do is different. Sometimes you'll see them when the weather's nice outside in our garden on the walking track. Sometimes they're doing chair Zumba. Sometimes they're doing indoor volleyball, which I think is really, really fun.
Yeah. Do they do the chair volleyball?
Yeah.
I love chair volleyball.
Yeah, they
That's
do
so
that.
fun.
It's fun. And then we have programs in the afternoon as well. The same thing. Either the staff have planned it and they're doing it with them, or someone from the community comes out. I don't remember what they're doing this afternoon, but I know one day this week they're having a gentleman come in and do a men's cooking group. So they're doing chili beans.
Okay. For this nice fall weather, that'd be nice.
Yes, I know. And then we have snack at 3:30, I believe, and that's normally when people start going home.
Yeah.
Is in that time of the afternoon.
Okay.
So once it gets less crowded, everybody will come back together, and it's more low key at that point. Sometimes it's, things like trivia or board games, things like that. Just something kind of more relaxing so that they're getting settled and ready to go home.
Yeah. Now, I know that with the Life Enrichment Center, it's sometimes associated with people with dementia, but not all the residents are there that have dementia.
That's
I know
right.
that's a big help
Yes.
with people who are not able to stay at home during the day by themselves.
Yes.
But family members need to have that break or go to work. But what other types of care do you provide? Like, I know you mentioned at a program I was at that if someone needs a shower, you can give a shower there.
Absolutely.
So what kinds of care can you provide at the center?
We can provide any skilled care that's needed. We have, both centers have nurses on staff that they do all of the training for our staff, our floor staff. You do not have to be a CNA to work there, but a lot of what you do is very similar to what a CNA would do in other healthcare settings. So we assist with all of the hygiene needs. If someone has a catheter, we can take care of that for them. If they require to be lifted using a mechanical lift, we have that. So anything that they need, if they require a feeding tube, that we can take care of that.
And of course, toileting.
Yes,
if they're
absolutely.
incontinent.
Yes.
Take care of all of those
And
needs.
everything that we do is included in our daily rate, except for our spa services, which is our bathing service. If someone needs that service, it is an additional fee based on the level of care. If it's someone who just needs the space, maybe their home is not equipped
Right.
anymore, that's going to be a lesser level of care because they don't require as much. Right now, at our Shelby Center, I think we have probably 4 or 5 participants who utilize that service.
Okay.
And our Kings Mountain Center, I'm going to say probably 12, 14 folks
Well, some
utilize.
homes are just not equipped for
That's right.
handicap showers and baths, and then it's just hard if they're a 2-person assist.
Right.
You don't have 2 people at home.
That's right.
That can help.
Or, a Hoyer lift can't fit into the bathroom
Into your
and,
home, right.
really make it safe to use.
And it's so much safer for trained people who can assist with that shower in that bath,
Absolutely.
then it's worth it.
Right,
To have the Life
absolutely.
Enrichment Center available to be able to provide that.
And that's
and
what we
make
see
sure
a lot.
That's done.
Yeah, is just folks don't have the means to do it at their home. Or maybe they do, but whoever's providing the care, they physically can't do it anymore. They can't
Right.
assist them safely into the tub or into the shower or help them get out. So we're able to provide that service. And
Now, are the services, are you able to bill insurance or Medicare or Medicaid? Or how are services paid for?
we are not able to bill insurance directly. We, as far as long-term care, it depends, I guess, on the type of policy you have, what type of long-term care
And
policy.
they're all different than what they
Right.
will and won't cover.
Right. So the ones that will cover, what the family has to do or the caregiver has to do is they have to pay that bill first, and then
Upfront,
the long-term
reimburse.
care is reimbursed, or they reimburse them.
Right.
As far as Medicare, we cannot bill them at all whatsoever.
Right.
Medicaid, we do have a contract with Medicaid, but it's not like medical insurance Medicaid. It's programs through Medicaid for our disabled adults and older adults. We have two services, or we have two programs that we have a contract with Medicaid to provide. And then we do have a contract with the Veterans Association.
Okay.
So,
That's going to be my next question. Is are
yeah.
there any veteran services that are
Yes.
available?
And so that, again, is going to depend on the veterans benefit package themselves. But we do offer the day support for them and then private pay.
Okay. And if someone wants to get in touch with you, the best way is look at the website, give you a phone call, come in for a visit.
Absolutely.
And if anybody wants to offer a program, call you. If they
Yes,
can
we
play
love
music, if they can do a
volunteers.
craft, if they've got a
Yes,
church
paint
youth
fingernails,
group.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They've got a friendly dog.
That's right. We even
Bring the shot
had-
records.
Right. We even had a farm in Cleveland County, in Upper Cleveland County. They brought some rabbits a
Yeah.
couple of weeks ago. That was really good.
Yeah. Yeah, we had bunny blessings come
Yeah.
to Terabella, and it was really nice. So reach out from the website or the phone number, which we did show on the screen, so people can call or email for more information. And thank you so much for being
Thank
on the
you
show.
for
This is
having
such a
me.
blessing to have in Cleveland
Yeah.
County, that we have this service, because caregiver burnout is
huge.
absolutely the biggest reason for other health problems. We
Absolutely.
see so many people suffer health problems from trying to care for someone in their home.
Right.
And it is just overbearing, and to have this resource available is such a blessing.
Yes.
So thank you so
Good.
much for being on the
Thank
show.
you. Thank you for having me.
And thank you for watching Senior Moments. We hope to see you back next time.